YouTube was It's your boys up back with another banger. In this video, Lamont Roach reacts to the robbery from Tank Davis. He says, I'm not surprised. Let's get it. Lamont Roach on X says, I'm not surprised about the decision by the New York State Athletic, um, whatever the C mean, Confederation, I don't know. He says, a little disappointed, yeah, especially when they acknowledge the fact that Steve made the wrong calls in the ninth round. But I wasn't banking on the overturn. Everyone knows I won the fight, and I'm satisfied with that. Part two on the way. All right, cool. So he said a little something. He said a little something, and I'm going to acknowledge all of that. First of all, I like his attitude. Going into it, the whole thing. Me myself, I wish he was more outspoken, and I'm sure he wants to be more outspoken, but he understands the position he's in. First of all, he's one of Tank's friends, so he probably don't want to anger Tank, I guess. But um, also, he know that the media hates outspoken black men, right? Just like I wish how he was more outspoken. The media hates outspoken black people in general. They want to view you as rowdy or just ungrateful or whatever. But if somebody else does it, then they're strong, they're patriotic, they're standing up for the right cause. But when a black person does it, they're loud, they're rowdy, they're causing chaos. You know the double standard, you know the narrative, you know the racism in boxing. Boxing is one of the most racist sports in the world, probably the most racist sports in the world. Yeah, probably the most racist sport in the world. I can't think of a sport more racist than boxing. I can't. It failed, and that's what happened when you got guys fighting for the pride of their people. It's a race. It's so race. It's ridiculous how racist it is. But when I talk about outspoken black men being hated, first of all, Devin Haney, he outspoken about getting cheated, and somehow he's still the villain. Deontay Wilder, has always been outspoken in his career. He's always been outspoken in his career, about him feeling like he was cheated by Tyson Fury and how the ref gave him a bad call. He was hated. Shakur Stevenson hated by the media. Even outside of boxing, LeVar Ball was hated by the media. Now they love him all of a sudden. Now they love him all of it. It's weird, you know. They hated him. Now they love him. It's weird. So that just goes to show the fickle nature of these guys. They'll hate you, but you just got to keep winning. Floyd was so hated. Now all his haters got to act like they like him. Because if they still hate on him to this day, they look crazy. If you still hating on Floyd to this day, you look crazy. Because, like, dude, he don't even box anymore. So I guess you just got to make all the haters fans by keep beating their favorite fighters. I guess that's it. You feel me? And I think that's what Devin Haney got to understand. He got out of character versus Ryan, and he got to stay in character. And just like Lamont, he's staying in his character again versus Tank. So it's just funny though how he said they acknowledged that Steve made the wrong call and yet they still didn't overturn it. That's ridiculous. And that when I hear that, I think of blatant corruption and favoritism. That's what I think of. Because New York, they got it right with Devin Haney versus Ryan. They turned it to a no decision. But I guess they're gonna keep it a draw and they're not gonna make it a win. You feel me? Like I said, blatant favoritism and corruption. I believe New York playing a money game. Even though they didn't play the money game with Ryan, I believe that somebody might have slipped him some money. They might have got a check. Who knows? We also said Tank was like, if y'all overturn this, I'm never fighting in New York again. So they was probably like, nah, we can't lose out on that. We can't lose out on that. You feel me? And just from that, I don't ever want to hear Tank say corruption a day in his life again. He was talking about the Saudi corrupt from Carlos Adames and Hamza, which was a little bit corrupt, but you're a hypocrite because this is corruption at its finest. We're watching it in real time. The dude dropped you. They didn't call it a knockdown. Then they made it a draw. We're watching it in real time. In real time. Like, this is ridiculous. But hey, the only thing you could do is be outspoken about the corruption. We all know that was corruption by the PBC and Lamont Roach won that fight. And Lamont said, I beat him once, I beat him again. And I like that mindset. You feel me? I like that mindset. He was like, I know I beat him and I'm satisfied. We all know you beat Tank, bro. But you got to do it again to prove all the doubters wrong. You got to do it again. And I'm tired of the excuses. You know, the Tank fans saying he was unfocused and everything else. I'll admit that rubbed off on me. That perspective rubbed off on me. I was saying the same thing. Yeah, he was unfocused. I was saying the same thing because I was hearing it so much. But the fact of the matter is, Lamont was the better man. No excuses. He was the better man. You feel me? They said Ryan was unfocused versus Devin, and he beat Devin. So that's not a good enough excuse. You feel me? Lamont was the better man. Lamont beat him fan squad because of his game plan, nothing more, nothing less, right? He anticipated Tank's offense based on his guard. Um, and he started slow with Tank to prevent his stamina from running out and prevent his game plan from being exposed. First of all, um, when Tank went into the high guard, well, first before all that, we know Tank started slow. We know Tank he treats a fight like a 400-meter dash. I heard Champ Size say that. You know, he might start off somewhat slow. He picked the speed up, and then in the end, he go as fast as he could. He trying to get the knockout. Right? He's saving his explosiveness for late in the fight. But Lamont Roach saved his shit for late in the fight as well as like he saved his shit for late in the fight as well. So he started slow with Tank. People usually get scared, intimidated by Tank starting slow and start fast. If you start slow, I'm gonna start slower, make you pick up the pace. Then I'm gonna beat you to the punch. Um, he anticipated Tank's offense based on his guard, right? Whenever Tank guard got too high, like you can see right now, his guard hella high. When Tank guard is this high, he usually not about to throw a punch or initiate, right? That's why he kept getting punched. But when he dropped his hands below his chin, he probably gonna try to get off on the offensive side. So when Tank would drop his arms, Lamont would be ready to defend. When Tank would go in a high guard, Lamont would initiate his offense. Only late in the fight, Tank started punching out of the high guard and switching his rhythm up, but it was too little, too late. So Lamont, bro, this game plan was spectacular. He beat Tank to the punch. He anticipated his offense. He stumbled Tank 3 times, made him not take a knee. Dude beat Tank. He beat him. He gonna have to do it again though. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Hit the post notification bell. Till next time, man.